Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's David Cherry. Today, I want to talk with you about the evolving purpose of your business and how it is natural for the purpose of your business to change over time because businesses are fluid, people are fluid. We start these businesses with all these different expectations. We start them to create meaning, to create purpose, to find freedom, to be seen because we want to build relationships. And the way you start your business and what drives you at the beginning, it's actually very common for that to change. And one of the first wake up calls that this is happening is that you're not getting what you expected from your business or your work. The thing that we hope for, suddenly we're not getting what we expected. So if you started your business, let's say for freedom, maybe it's true that you have the freedom to work wherever you want, whenever you want, but you lack freedom in terms of being able to take time off. Or you don't have a boss, but you've got customers now that you answer to as a freelancer. Or you're externally free, and so you don't have to go into an office at any set schedule, but internally you're feeling very stressed. You're not very free internally. And that was a wake-up call for me because in running my own company, I remember walking down the street because I was going to go start work for the day. It was a sunny, beautiful day, and I was so stressed out. And it was 9 a.m. The day had just started, and I was feeling extremely stressed. And this wake-up call for me was, okay, you've worked so hard to not have a boss, and yet internally, you're feeling very stressed. You're not actually free inside. And so while I was free on the outside, I wasn't free on the inside. And I think it's helpful to start questioning some of these notions when we first start out about when we have these ideas for what we're seeking, whether it's meaning or purpose or money or being seen, when they're very vague, we don't actually really know necessarily what we're actually after. And because we're not that clear on what we're actually after, these big ideas that we might hold for ourselves about what we're wanting, they can be true and not true at the same time. They're actually much larger concepts, and we've been relying on them to drive us and motivate us. And yet, now that we're in a certain position, it's time to possibly start to reevaluate what it is that we actually want. And this is what is really common for the business owner and the entrepreneur is they begin to reevaluate, why did I start this business in the first place? What is it that I'm wanting? What is my purpose? We think that these are things that you're going to find and they'll be fixed and you'll forever ride off into the sunset having exactly what you want. But the truth is, even for those entrepreneurs who have found their purpose or created freedom or been seen in the world in a way that they were wanting, these are somewhat fleeting moments, and who we are over time as we run our companies also changes. And so these ideas that you're after, what you're wanting from your business, not only does it change, but it's something that we need to reconnect with over and over again. And that means that how we work with our business, it's a process. The purpose of our business isn't this fixed thing. And you can imagine somebody who starts a business who has some success. In the early days, maybe they want to create freedom for themselves. Then maybe they really want to create impact for their customers. Then maybe they really start caring about their employees. Then over time, maybe they start really caring about the world and the ecosystem. What they see and what they want from their business changes over time. So if you're starting to feel like your work or your business isn't providing what it is that you originally thought it was going to provide you with, it's time to start checking in and asking yourself, what is it that I'm actually looking for now? Am I looking for more meaning? Am I looking for more creativity? Am I looking for money? Am I looking for pride and pride in myself? Is what I'm wanting external? Is it some external metric or reward, or is it internal? Is it a feeling that I'm after? Being a business owner, it's not a single experience. It's energizing, it's overwhelming, it's stressful, it's joyous, it's free, it's not free, right? It's all of these different things. And how we relate to our business really changes how and what our experience is. And so the best thing you can do is start to look at these things that I want. If it's freedom, if it's money, if it's purpose, whatever it is, where am I seeing that now in my work? Okay, maybe I'm not fully free in my work, but there is this little area that feels enjoyable to me in that way. Or with money, okay, you don't have the income that you're wanting, but what is the income you're currently getting, right? How can you start and focus on what you already have and then begin to expand it today in small ways? Because that's really the way that change and growth happens. It's not this drastic change. It's how can I focus on this more and expand it? And so that's my offer for you today is understand what is it that I'm wanting more from my work. What is it? Is it freedom? Is it money? Is it purpose? Is it pride? Is it relationships? You might be surprised that these simple ideas of money or freedom, they don't actually really resonate that much for you. Maybe there's something very specific you want. For me, having the experience of feeling creative is something that I'm after right now. And so how do I find that today? Which areas of my work can I have that experience even in a small way, and then I can expand it over time so that I'm getting more and more of that. So even if you only have the tiniest amount of purpose in your work, even if you only have the tiniest amount of money in your work, that's a starting place for you to build from. And that starting place can take you very far if you allow it to start small. That's a starting place for you to build from, even if it's really small. So even if you only have a bit of freedom in your work, even if you only have a tiny bit of purpose in your work or money or creativity, that's the place to start from. And it's something. And so you can expand it from there. So look today for small ways to expand the area that you're wanting to receive from your work. And I hope that helps. If you have any questions or comments, you can let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Be back again very soon. Later.